The first thing you need to understand when you start trading in cryptocurrencies is the basics, and you need to get them right. And what I mean with the basics is your wallets, where you store your crypto assets, whether that is an online wallet or a cold wallet, which is essentially a hard disk. And if you want to trade multiple currencies from one account, access to an exchange, where you can trade on that exchange different cryptocurrencies. It's pretty complicated, so you will need to do some studying on how all of that works. An exchange is probably the easiest, but not all exchanges trade all cryptocurrencies. So if you want to trade in some exotic cryptocurrency, you may need to open an account, you may need to open a wallet with that particular project. As long as you realize what you're doing, that's all fine. The only thing is, make sure you're comfortable with all the technology, but also make sure that you continue to have access to all your accounts. Especially like if you have a cold wallet with a lot of crypto assets on it, you need to remember your password, you need to remember your keys to regain access to those wallets or your exchange account. You wouldn't be the first to lose a hard disk because they can't remember the password or they toss the hard disk away. So get your basics right, get your access right, be comfortable with transferring cryptocurrencies from an exchange to a wallet and vice versa. Make sure you got all of that under control, and then start investing or trading in cryptocurrencies. The second thing is that you need to understand, or better, you need to be prepared for very big swings. Big swings up, but also big swings down. It goes all over the place. And obviously, on your birthday party, on your cocktail party, wherever you talk to people, you only hear the good stories. You only hear stories of people who made a killing in cryptocurrency. What you don't hear is the other side of the story, where people have actually lost their shirt in cryptocurrencies. You can go from drinking champagne and, I don't know, buying a Lamborghini on one day to literally shoveling poo on the other day. So be aware that it is unregulated. Be prepared for very big swings to the upside, but also to the downside. And because of that, I think it will be very healthy, very sensible not to put all your eggs in one basket. And I don't mean spreading your money over all kinds of different cryptocurrencies. I mean actually to see cryptocurrencies as part of your overall investment strategy, and allocating only a limited amount of your investment capital to the cryptocurrency market. The third thing you need to do, or you need to understand, is that you actually have to take, let's call it an executive decision on your time horizon. Cryptocurrencies are a market that's open 24/7, 365 days a year. That market never closes. You know, on a stock exchange, there is a weekend, there is an opening bell, there is a closing bell. Cryptocurrencies trade 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Now, how would you like to be involved? Are you going to day trade, which means going in and out in various very short time periods, maybe holding an asset for, I don't know, an hour, 10 minutes, 2 hours, half a day? Or are you in it for the long run? Are you going to buy cryptocurrencies, 1, 2, 3, whatever, I don't know how your portfolio is allocated, looking to get a profit over long term, months, maybe years? Or are you in between? Are you going to swing trade? Are you going to buy something, hold it for a couple of days, couple of weeks, then get out etc., etc. So please make an executive decision on what your investment horizon is to participate in the cryptocurrency market. Very, very, very important to make that up before you start actually trading. The fourth thing you need to understand is that you need a plan. You need to be a person with a plan. And that plan is very much depending on the executive decision that you took in step 3 or in the third thing that you need to understand. Your plan on day trading would be very, very different from your plan to long-term trading, long-term investing. But you need to have a plan. You need to have some basic guidelines for yourself when you want to get in and when you want to get out. And you could have a trading plan from A to Z, which is completely written out, and you've got all the conditions, if, then this, then that, etc., etc. It would be very good if you have that, but it's not entirely necessary. Just when you put on a trade, make up for yourself, make a decision on why you are entering it and when you are going to exit that trade. When is it enough? When are you going to take your profits? When are you going to cut your losses? Again, it doesn't have to be completely written out A to Z and all like 3 digits behind the decimal point, but you've got to have some sort of a plan and a guide when you enter a trade, when you want to get out. Fifth and final thing you need to understand to successfully invest in cryptocurrencies is how to operate StockCharts.com and find your way through all the various cryptocurrencies that are available. My personal preference is to start with a relative rotation graph showing you the rotation of the various cryptocurrencies against a common benchmark. Mostly I use Bitcoin for that. It helps you to understand the environment, it helps you to understand what's hot and what's not, and then from there you zoom in to all the different charts and tools and information that's available on the StockCharts platform to be a successful investor in cryptocurrencies.